Hi shoppers, I'm Promise, and today I'm going to be testing out this WORKPRO backpack vacuum. Really quick, I did want to say the brand did send this out to me so I could test it out for all of you. I'm going to be going over everything that comes in the box, all of the features, and we are going to be testing this out today. So inside we have the multi-purpose floor brush, the dusting brush and the crevice tool, the telescope tube, the flexible hose, 2 extra paper dust bags, and the actual vacuum mechanism itself. And here's a diagram really quick that'll help you understand the vacuum a little bit better. It has a list of all of the attachments and features. So we're gonna go over some of those really quick. All right, so on top here, there's this little notch right in the front. That's where the 90-degree angle on the hose is gonna go because it connects right here where this is poking out. So we're just gonna stick that in and then twist it to the front. And now the other end is gonna connect to the extender tool. So one end has a button right here. That's how you're gonna extend it. The other end is the end that goes into the hose. And right here, you can adjust how much suction is coming through the hose by just sliding this up. There's these little vent holes right here. And this extends pretty far, so you get a lot of length with this. Anyway, from here, you're gonna connect whatever attachment you're using. So if you wanna use the crevice tool, you'd attach that. Or the brush, you would go ahead and insert there. But we are going to start with the main attachment. So right here we have the exhaust filters. These are nice because sometimes you can put essential oils on these, so whatever exhaust is coming out of the vacuum, it smells nice. Just a little trick from me to you. And then to open this up, we're just going to pull these tabs. There's 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. And that's what the lid looks like attached to the hose. In here, there is a filter, and then on the outside of that is a cloth filter bag, and that's to protect the vacuum, so you can clean this. It has a rubber gasket on the outside, and this is just this cloth material, and then it has a little handle on the bottom as well. So that's how you would replace it whenever it's full. Let's take a look at the bottom now. So you can see the filter down there. There is this sponge filter right here going into the exhaust fan and the motor. That should help keep your vacuum smelling really nice. Now, if I flip this around, here is the backpack mechanism. The power cord is right over here on the side. You do have to be close enough to an outlet for this to reach, which is not a big deal because this is a 23-foot long cord. And then clipped onto the backpack strap is the power cord. So you're just gonna switch this on or off just like that. So that's nice because it's gonna be on the front. It is gonna go on just like a backpack. There's these arm straps right here. So it just straps in like that. There is a buckle right here, right across the chest, and you can tighten the arm straps or loosen them. So it is fully adjustable for whatever size you are. And also I'm 5'4" and I weigh about 130 pounds. And I could definitely tighten this some more or loosen it a bunch as well. There's a belt right here. You can tighten that as well. And like I said, this is the power button right here. It's right on your hip, makes it super easy to turn on and off. What I also loved about this are the little attachment holders right here, where you can just slip in that crevice tool attachment and that brush attachment. And that's what it looks like all put together. So I think we're ready to start vacuuming. All right, so for my first test, I wanted to vacuum our stairs because it's my least favorite part of the house to vacuum. And I feel like this backpack is gonna make it so much easier. I am gonna vacuum the whole thing, but I wanted to show you how well it vacuumed on carpet. So I'm gonna use some corn flakes, crush them up, and put them on the carpet, and then we'll see how well it works. All right, let's go ahead and hit on. That's working really well. Also, I have it set to carpet right now, but once we're on the hard floor, I'm going to flip this down. I'm gonna take the extender off because I don't really need it for this part. That's actually much easier. And what's also nice is I can just easily switch to the crevice tool right here and then get all of those leaves in the cracks and crevices on the stairs. And there you have it. All the stairs are done. You have the power of a nice commercial vacuum, but the ease of a handheld vacuum. It was so light and easy to use this as a handheld vacuum. All the weight is on my back, so super comfortable. So I have 2 dogs, and this picked up so much dog hair on the stairs. My regular vacuum would not have picked all this up. Look at all that dog hair. It has these nice bristle brushes right here that catch all the pet hair. And then all you have to do is clean out those brushes and just hit the on button again. And now it's gone. All right, now I'm gonna go all the way around the bottom floor of my house we're gonna be vacuuming and seeing how far this cord will reach, because I have it plugged in right next to my front door, and I'm gonna see if it can go all the way around the bottom floor of my house. So the cord did reach pretty far. So from it being plugged in right by the front door, I was able to get the whole entryway, our front dining room, the whole living room, and part of the kitchen, just that front part right there. So I was able to reach really far. Okay, for our last test, I just wanted to see if I could get all the dust off of our fan blades with this extender tool. And I'm gonna use the brush attachment for that. The brush attachment does have a swivel feature as well, so you can get the angle you need. All right, let's go ahead and try it out. So as you can see, I could get a lot of dust off the blades. It didn't have quite enough of an angle to get on top of the blades from where I'm at, but if I stood on a chair or a stool, I could definitely get the top of the fan blades. But I can also use it for things like this. I just get the dust right off there. As well as getting the top of like door frames or trim or even artwork. Anyway, I think this is a super helpful tool. I did think that the suction power was amazing. I loved how well this attachment worked. I do wish that that brush attachment had more of a curve angle when you turn it so that I could get the top of my fan blades. But honestly, it's not a big deal. I could find a stool and get the top of them. I was actually pleasantly surprised with how well it worked. But anyway, if you want to go grab one for yourself, I'll leave it linked down below. That's all I had. Thank you for watching.